Ta-da! I'm a little late, and I apologize for that. I've been running around like crazy today. It's nice to sit down for just a minute, take a little breather, and enjoy some fine company. I just had a delivery dropped off. You know, this is exactly why we make sure to tip our postal carrier well. She huffed a bunch of stuff up to my front porch. How's everybody doing? This is our final day of peace and quiet around. It's on the gate, kicking up of heels, as it were. Not really. We pretty much hide out at home. We stay away from everything on New Year's Eve. We don't participate in any of it. Not because we don't like fun. We love to have fun. We just like to be alive. And these roads out here are very curvy. They're very twisty. And there are a lot of people who have not gotten the memo yet to drive sober or don't drive at all. Okay. End rant. Let's say hi. Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Matt, I'm sorry I missed your call earlier. I could not stop what I was doing. You get how it goes. Oh, and by the way, he was only asked if I could do a favor that he forgot he needed done. So he just needed a little something handled. That's why he called at the weird time. Yes, and we are going to be going into the laboratory. Hi, Jovita. Big hugs. Give Jared and Ma Crocker a hug for me the next time you see him too. And y'all, and I know there's many of you here who came to know Crocker or Jared and Jason's dad over the years. He passed away recently. I know many of you know that. So please keep the family, Matt and Jason and Jared and Melanie, Eric, keep them all lifted in prayer. They need us to kind of uplift them right now. Charlene Grady's in. Hello, Charlene. Judy Herman. Hi, Judy. I got your Christmas card. I just got it yesterday. Thank you so much. Hey, Tamara's here. Hi. Ray Castile, thank you so much for spending some time with us this afternoon. We appreciate you. Bev Wilkerson's in. Hi, Bev. It just warms my heart when I see people coming in. Oh, we've got a whopping crowd. We've got a whopping 9 people in today. That's cozy. So I don't need to remind you guys to be subscribed because you guys have been with me from the start. Hi. You guys want to see some of these doodads that I'm going to be working with? Joel and I are we're going to do a video on this. We're going to do this on Wednesday. So the video is probably not going to drop until Thursday. But we're going to go full mad scientist in the kitchen. This is one of the things that are, man, I'm really lagging, aren't I, guys? I can't do a thing about it. Doggone it. Anyway, so we got these containers. There's got to be something I can do. Does anybody have any suggestions for me to clear this up? It's really lagging hard. I'm going to get rid of that little banner thing. Let's try that. Well, now how do I get rid of it? Uh-oh. How about that? That might help it a little bit. Anyway, so it's these little 4-ounce tins with lids. Those are going to be awfully cute when they're done. You guys will see. You'll see. You know what I'm really excited about? These little doodads here. I had to open everything and make sure nothing was broken. So I've already had a sneak peek. Look here. These are the cutest little things. Okay, look. Can you see those? They're little 2-ounce mason jars, and they have lids. Aren't they the cutest thing? We're going to be filling them up with stuff that smells really good. I'm so excited about it, you guys. I'm still looking into all of the licensing and everything needed for a cottage industry business. We have an LLC and we have, all that stuff in place. But I think I want to do this as a separate entity. I'm still working out the details, and I have somebody who helps us with that stuff. So I'll be consulting with them further to figure out if I'm better off going with an S corporation or going under the LLC, whatever. So we'll see what we can do. Oh, excuse me. I just had to take a little drink. So we are, I think many of you already know, we are going to be going live tomorrow. And we decided to go live tomorrow, or New Year's Eve, at 4 o'clock. We should be up from our nap by then. Hi, Peter. Hi, Peter. Thanks for coming in. Has it been cold enough for you? Helen's in. Hi. Hi, Anna. Thanks for coming in. Oh, Christy's here. Hi, Christy. Christy already knows what we're creating in the laboratory. Yeah, Brother Chris called me this morning and he says, I found the brain for your laboratory experiment. He's trying to be all Frankenstein-y on me. No, it's definitely on my end. I'm glitching out really bad. I don't know. It's a little bit windy, but we're fiber optic here, so I don't know. We're gonna have to tweak a few things. The biggest thing, we're gonna have to upgrade our laptop because she's pretty old. Like, she's pretty old. So probably gonna have to upgrade that. It all takes money, guys. We don't have it right now. So, hey, great segue into, if you want to drop any super chats, we greatly appreciate them. Don't ever feel obligated to do that. But yeah, tip your hostess. We're trying hard to hit that goal, guys. And we'll get there. We'll get there. Us, you guys, we're going to get there. We're going to be milling lumber before you know it. Oh, there she is. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Love you too, sweetie. Oh, you missed the Christmas show. Well, that's okay. Oh, you went to the bonus son's house. Very nice. It's okay. You can always watch us on the rewatch. For those of you just coming in to rewatch the live, hi, I'm Lauren, and this is Making It Home. Jovita has to keep getting on to me about introducing myself every live. I'm so used to seeing, our core subscribers. I don't stop to recognize that we're growing and we've got a lot of new faces and names coming in. So I just need to say hi to everybody and introduce myself at the top of every one. I'm still a work in progress, guys. I'm not very good at keeping up with comments either. So we're thinking, I'm going to have to work it out. It may work and it may not. But when we go live on Wednesday, I might set you guys up in the laboratory with us. But I really kind of want to make it into a video. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Nice to meet you too, Peter. I hope you're staying warm down there, friend. I do not tolerate the cold like I used to. And I'm used to severe cold. I don't dig it anymore. My fingers don't dig it. My toes don't dig it. My spine don't dig it. Ben's over acres in the house. How you doing? How you doing? Yep. So Joel, it's mandatory for him to work yesterday and today, and again on Friday, possibly Saturday. Mandatory. They've got nothing to do. He has been wiping cobwebs and shuffling shipping stuff, and he's been sweeping floors, and it's like him and three other guys up there, and they're playing tiddlywinks. I know they are. I know these guys. And it's just, so he called me at lunch. It goes one of two ways. Guys, I'm talking about it behind his back, but he's going to watch this on the replay. So he'll either call, and he's so frustrated because they have him going in 20,000 directions. Or he has nothing to do. So I told him today, I said, look, you get to come home tonight. You're not going to be beat. Nobody's been pulling you and making all kinds of demands on your time and your skill and your thing and your all the thing and the things. And it's a great day. He agreed. Yeah. Excuse me. We have all the tree pollen and all the stuff is really elevated. It's got me coughing a little bit. But I do not feel like I'm coming down with anything. Yeah. Joel is the same way. He's like a shark. He cannot stop moving. He's got to be moving all the time, or he's not a happy guy. Actually, Chris, we were talking, and if we don't do it New Year's Day, we're going to smoke a meatloaf this coming up weekend. It's not going to be a masterpiece. It's going to be a Krister piece. Get it? See what I did there? I know, whatever. Hey, why are we swimming on the floor? Guys, this retriever, she lays on her side and she swims across the floor. Nut job. Oh, I got these containers too. So you guys have guessed that whatever we're doing with containers. I want to check and make sure these are not broken. These are also glass. Oh, aren't they cute? Sal's Camper Life. Well, hi, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Aren't they cute? I thought these would be really cute. For like when I'm doing cooking videos, I can put like my, cinnamon and salt and put, tablespoon, teaspoon at a time right into these little dishes. There's a set of 6 of them in there, so that's fun. So yeah, we got all these little containers and doohickeys, and my dearly beloved gave me something for Christmas that if it all works out, I'm going to turn it into a little cottage business. And I know they are fancy, huh? Yeah, they do make for great. Oh, I'm glad you said dipping sauces. I need to have him stop by the deli to pick up some fresh Parmesan. I can't make my spinach artichoke dip without good Parmesan. And our little local grocery store here, it's just a little local store. They now have a cheese shop and a fresh meat shop. I don't really care for their meats there. I prefer our butcher, who is up the road and down the hill a piece. He does a good job. My friend Lori turned me on to that. You're on the hunt for a grill smoker for Rob. This is a great time of year. Go look online at Tractor Supply. Yeah. And if you want to be completely self-sufficient and off-grid and the whole thing, they have just straight wood smokers and grills. Or you can go fluffy like Joel did and get one you have to plug into electricity. Baby steps at a time. Go over there. Look at Tractor Supply. They carry good stuff. I speak well for them. Oklahoma Joe's and Oh, and go bigger than you think you need. Because once you get into smoking in a big way, you're going to be doing more than one kind of meat at a time. You're going to be smoking a lot of stuff. It's fun. Joel loves it. I love it. We really enjoy it. It's a hobby, yet an art form. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I would rather have straight wood instead of having an electric one that runs the hopper that feeds the little pellets. That give me something I can cook on when we don't have electricity. That's how I roll. So tomorrow at 4 Central, Joel and I are going to go live. I don't know for sure what we're going to be doing yet, but we are going to be having fun. And then we're going at our regular time on Friday, which is 8 o'clock Central Time. And that's when we really have fun. We might be a little dog tired. And I know probably we're not going to run over Friday night. We're going to have to hit the hay early because Saturday morning we're going into the big town. Joel's wanting to go to some pro shops. This whole bowling thing is turning into a monster. But I'm all about it. Hi, Angie. Thanks for coming in. And I got your card yesterday, too. Thank you so much. Y'all sent out some fancy cards this year. I just love looking at them, and I save every one of them. Yeah, I've got some fun cooking stuff coming up. I have been working up some ideas. So we're gonna do some of that. I kind of want to go a little bit more advanced in some of the stuff that I'm doing in the kitchen. Doing the fast and easy, that's all fun and great. No, by the way, thanks to each and every one of you who liked and commented on the walk video. I heard back from the company and they said they just loved the video. Said they wanted to come over for dinner. I said, come on over with dinner and some more collabs. How about that, Sparky? Anyway. You got the notification? Yay. I don't know. You know, I had a conversation with my YouTube rep one day last week. We talked about several things. And I met the bull head on and said, you know, I'd like some kind of an idea. So I know when YouTube, without us having done anything wrong, without having violated any community standards, I'd like to know when we're going to stop being throttled back. Any guesstimate on that? And of course, he hem-hawed around, but our numbers seem to be improving on the views and whatnot. So, and people are telling me they're getting notifications now where they weren't getting them. So that works. Yeah, I got yours too, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, honey, Angie, it wasn't late. It was right on time and it was perfect. And I appreciate your effort. Thank you. It matters. So yeah, he's going to skippity-doo-dah in this afternoon. He's probably going to get home early tonight. I've got a fuzz on my nose every time I go live. Okay. Anywho, so he's probably going to skippity-doo on it. The only night I didn't think about for supper was tonight. I have no idea what I'm going to fix for supper tonight. That pot of ham and beans? Gone. All done. So it's time to move on to something else. Tomorrow night, I'm going to make us some little sliders. Cheesy, gooey, meaty sliders. We're probably going to do a little bit more bowling in the living rooms. We didn't break anything. Christmas Eve, when we played, we didn't break anything. I'm so proud of us. So we're probably going to do that again. And a little birdie told me that her husband was kind of oohing and ahhing over a set of coasters I sent her. So I need to make him his own set of coasters. So I'm going to do that. Oh, Chris, well, we don't have a Taco Bell anywhere near us. Not anywhere near us. Surgery has really kicked my butt. Oops, wrong one. Still having issues. I'm sorry, honey. Is there anything that I can help with? Is there anything you need? Do you need us to bring you anything? Just let us know. Oh, Emily she's a beautiful child. Tomato soup and grilled cheese. I have a beef roast I'll put in the slow cooker for tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Christy over at Bayou Back 40. She's doing the whole Southern traditional New Year's thing. She's right down to the Hoppin' John, the black-eyed peas, the whole 9 yards, the collard greens, cornbread. Golly. She's going to do it right, too. I have been, and it's been a very long time, but there was a family that lived in what my mother termed the off-putting part of Fayetteville. And it's where I found the most love and kindness and fun and happiness. And anyway, he had this family. They lived in, it wasn't much more than a shack, but it was happy, and they were self-sufficient, and they loved their neighbors. They were so incredibly kind. My vehicle actually, no, what did it have? It was a flat tire. I got a flat tire. I was down there and grumbling around, and a little pickup truck that I was driving. So the spare tire was up underneath the bed of the truck. Had to get it down, get it out. Yeah. And this man, he comes walking out to me. He's not in any hurry. And you couldn't go through the area and not notice the amazing smell in the area. Somebody was doing up some barbecue every day, and it smelled amazing down there in that holler. And he came over, and he insisted on helping me fix that tire because young ladies did not do that kind of thing. And he just talked the entire time he was going. Well, he invited me over for some barbecue because I asked him if it was him who was making that barbecue. And he said it was. And he invited me over while his wife was in. She was in the house, and she was bustling around, and there were a bunch of kids, and she was fixing all the trimmings. And so I asked her, well, what can I do to help? She said, oh, child, go in the bathroom and get the collard greens. Guys, her entire bathtub was full of collard greens. Anyway, I learned a lot from them. I went and saw them several times. They're just lovely people. But yeah. So, when Christy mentioned that she was doing Hoppin' John and collard greens, made me think of them. Oh, Susan's in. Hi, Susan. Hi. So beyond that, now the last couple of days have been cold. I'm talking cold. And we're not used to it. We didn't get any snow. We didn't get any rain. We didn't get any kind of precipitation. We've got fires busting out all over the place in these woods out here now because it's so dry. So yeah, we're keeping our eyes peeled. We all watch out for each other around here, and we're all common sense individuals. We know not to start any fires or do anything that could cause sparking when it's this dry. But there are still Nimrods that I see going down the road, flipping cigarettes out the window into the grass in the ditch. And next thing you know, we got a problem. With the winds being a little bit gusty, that's a problem here. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on that. And we're praying we get some moisture soon. whenever he sees fit. The way my knees have been acting, we've got something that's going to be coming in on us. But the level of pain tells me we're still a good solid, probably week out. We'll see. I'll see what my knees feel like about next Wednesday. That ought to tell the story. Yeah, I hear you. Don't you do you? You know, I'm not your mama. But if you're going to do that, don't be doing that out the window. We have to live here. You're just driving through. You know what I mean? Some people ain't got the sense God and Granny gave them. That was pretty good. Yeah, yeah. You're under. I saw that they issued a burn ban for Sebastian. They haven't issued anything for Scott, so I don't know. Farmers' fields, people's lives think it. Hello, yeah. One of the worst fires I ever worked was down in Texas when they went through severe drought, and it was bad. And it seemed like the entire state of Texas was on fire. And all those poor cattle. Yeah, it was bad. There were huge losses. Huge losses. You know, being up in Colorado, we've had some massive fires up there. Wildfires are a big deal up there. And one of the most, and I got a picture of it. Joel and I went up to, check the aftermath. And in this area of the forest, in the Rocky Mountains, where it had been so thick, so dense, and so heavily populated with various wildlife, it was a burned out area, and there was one lone bull moose. He looked like a statue. His head was hung, his antlers were tilted forward, and he was just standing in the middle of this burned out area. Nothing else around him. I will never forget that image. Yeah, Scott County's always slow. Again, we're grateful that we live around people who have common sense. When it's this dry for this long, you don't do anything stupid. Yeah, exactly. See, common sense. Just keep your butt in the car, man. Didn't your parents teach you any different? You know. So, speaking of, Tamara, are you guys already talking about what meetups you're going to go to this year? Curious minds want to know. What state are you in, Sal? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to say, don't say. Yeah, that's just that I always think of the animals. Yeah, Susan, me too. I used to work large animal evacuation ahead of the wildfires in Colorado. I've worked some huge fires. In fact, the two biggest in the history of Colorado. I worked both of them. And it's not good. It's not pretty. Oh, you're gonna hit the trifecta this year, Kill. we're not going to commit to anything yet, or if at all. Last year I got sick. The year before I got sick. So we're not committing to anything. If we show up, the only one we'll show up to will be 10 Killer. Mid-America, where they're having it this year, is just too far out for us. So is Pinecone Fest. We have animals to take care of. They're our responsibility. It's up to us to be here to take care of them. And the other side of that is we love going to the meetups, but last year we went to, which one did we make it to? We made it to Mid-America last year. It was too far out, man. We got home and tornado warnings had already been issued. And I do not like to cut it that close at all. So it depends on weather. It depends on how far out we're going. We know that 10 Killer, we can do it in 90 minutes or under. So we'll see. Oh, Sal, are you coming here to Arkansas? Good for you, friend. Maybe if Jovita or Chris will drop my email, feel free to reach out, friend. You know, if I can help you, I'm more than happy to. Rhonda Dodson's in. Hi, Rhonda. Hey, it's always good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Jovita. Y'all, I was sleeping quite peacefully at 2:30 a.m. this morning, and I sat bolt upright in bed. This is how I know YouTube's got me, or that I'm getting serious about it. I sat straight up in bed and went, Jovita's going to have my neck. I could just hear her. Lauren, what are you doing? You didn't put up your thumbnails. And I hadn't put up the thumbnails or anything. So by 3 o'clock this morning, I had the thumbnails for this thing posted and had the notifications set to go out. Golly. And I had just told Jovita the other day that I was going to get better about posting the notifications sooner. I didn't mean to fib, Jovita. My brain. I wish you lived closer so you could make the meetups too. Hey, Debbie. Debbie's here. Okay, we can all party now. You haven't missed anything. I'm just rambling. You know, we're just talking, hanging out. I missed it. Okay, so Sal says, I'm planning on going to Peter's to help him on his land until I can find our future land. Fantastic. That's awesome. We're just down the road a piece from Peter's. Oh, do you want to start a channel? It's not difficult. The whole thing is being consistent. You don't need to worry about what kind of content. Just put out content and you'll get better in time. And then your forte will find you. That's what has worked so far for us anyway. People get so hung up on either being a building channel or being a this channel or being a that channel. We're whatever we're doing. You're just getting a peek at our life, you know, and we're so creative around here. We cannot hold still. We're constantly coming up with new ideas and new things to do. For instance, Joel reminded me, we need to sit and do a project tonight on the engraver. I'm making little horse duvers again. tomorrow night. Little finger foods. Hors d'oeuvres. Come on, hors d'oeuvres. If you look at it, it looks like it says horse duvers. Anyway, they've always been horse duvers to me. So we're making horse duvers. Well, you know what? The crackers are engravable. Yep. First year we had an engraver, I got a wild hair and I thought, I wonder if that would work. It worked great. We made a tray of appetizers using crackers that were engraved. And it said, that's right. They said, Happy New Year 2021. And we've been engraving horse duvers ever since. That's how our brains are. You just have to sit with us to experience it. It's the most bizarre thing. We bounce off of each other. We just bounce off of each other. One of the things. So I told you that Joel got me all this stuff for Christmas to start making candles. We're not talking onesie, twosie at a time. He's talking about cottage industry. We're going to go. And they are going to be for sale, but not yet. I still got to do all of my testing and I got to get all my licensing correct. But anyway, then I got to thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I got good enough on the pottery wheel that I could make my own clay vessels to put candles in? Think about how earthy and organic that is. Wouldn't that be cool? I have no idea. I have no idea what something like that would run or how I would even price it. But I tell you what, it's going to be cheaper than what you can get in a store, because I don't believe in ripping people off. That's just me. Ouch! 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 Oh, okay. Well, Sal, what I use, what I find very, very user friendly, but it's opinion. I've tried several different editing softwares. I like Filmora. It does a good job for me. Hey, Joe Jacobson's in the house. Blessings back to you, friend, and I hope you're staying warm. Well, let me ask you this. Are you east or west of Mikey and Lissa? Because I know you know them. East or west? Or what big town do you go shopping in? Like if you have to run to Sam's, what town do you go to? That'll tell me about where you're at. Your mom calls them horse duvers too? See? Not the only odd one around here. I feel like I might have missed something. Seriously, the price on them are coming down. It's like average people can actually afford them now. We got ours in 21, and I paid it off in late 22. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for that. I enjoy doing them. I enjoy doing them. I like working with the epoxy. I mean, I need to get back into it too and make some more. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he used Filmora as well. Yeah. Excuse me. It's a pretty easy program to use. And like I said, the Jovita dropped my email address in the chat. Feel free to reach out. If you get hung up on anything, reach out. I'm here to help. I want to see everybody who wants to do this be successful. Yeah, that's true, Joe. Most are mass produced and they're junk. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I enjoy working with clay. I don't do it enough. My hands have to be in good enough shape to do it that day. And I got a lot going on. I need to make it a priority. And imperfection and all, I just think people would really resonate with that. Okay, you're in Conway. You're not that far. You're not that far from me. Hey, we can meet right in the middle in Paris. Pull a couple of youngins out, maybe. Have them meet with us too. Yeah. And really, I mean, we've made a ton of stuff for people that we've just given as gifts. But then we started doing little things as a sideline, not really a business, but we get paid for what we do. We do business cards, engraved business cards on the aluminum stock, and people love those. We've done really good with those. And of course, plaques and the breadboards, and we've done a lot of custom pieces. I've got pieces in here that we've done. I can't really show you, but we've got a lot of wildlife on plank, lumber, slab logs. And it's something we really enjoy doing it. But we're so varied. He likes to get out on the lathe as often as he can. I like to get out on the lathe as often as I can. You just never know what we're going to turn out there. But it's art. It's art meeting functionality. And that's where we're at. I like to paint. I love to do the epoxy. I'm learning pottery. What a slow process, but I'm learning. And now we're going to venture off into this. And then there's another project right behind that that's going to go hand in hand with this project that we're going to be doing on Wednesday. And by the time I've got that mastered, Joe will have come up with yet another brainstorm. And I'm good with it. It keeps us off the streets. You know what I mean? Oh, I've got the dough. I mean, it's nothing to whip up the dough. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'd like to start making maybe a little more complicated, more advanced type breads and meals and maybe desserts. And I'd like to go a little bit, because it's just the simple stuff is fine. And the simple stuff is handy. If you're single, or worse, if you're working and you've got kids, or just if you've just had a big day and you need something fast, it's great to have that little index of really quick recipes to throw together. That's great. But I think people too really enjoy the culinary arts. So I'm going to get a little bit more advanced. And you guys will let me know if it's too much, you don't like it, we'll go back. Inverted clay pots might work. Well, yeah. We'll see you later, Tamara. Thanks for coming in. We love you and we wish you all the blessings, all the health, all the happiness for 2026. See you, honey. And if you can, stop by tomorrow, 4 o'clock Central. We are at 50 minutes, guys. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to hurry in there, shuffle the laundry around, empty out the dishwasher, refill it again. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Keep looking up, say thank you. Do that often. Keep your attitude of gratitude, even when it's the hardest. That's when you need to be the most grateful. Do your best. We will see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central and Friday at 8 o'clock Central. Be good to one another, and we will catch you on the flip. See ya.